Welcome to Rule 64. Here, if it's been a TV show, a movie, a book, a toy, a restaurant, and a religion, it's also been a board game. Not just a TV show is a board game. A whole fucking network. How amazing. Yep. Where you cover the world as a CNN correspondent. CNN, as we all know, was founded in 1994 by Mr. Ted Turner, who felt that we weren't just wasting enough time on TV, but we should really be focusing on facts that terrify us. Thank you to the man who brought us 24-hour-a-day infotainment. Those little tickers that go across the bottom of the screen, CNN. Those little live shot correspondents from this scene right here, right now to just keep you glued, you know? Yeah, CNN. CNN the game is made by Game Plan. I'm not sure they have any other games out there. I'm fairly certain this was just a lot of money left over for advertising budget, and they decided to say, hey, you know, it'd be neat if all of us that worked at this corporation had a game for just us. Because I'm pretty sure that's the only people that would ever play this for fun. It's CNN flying at you at the speed of who fucking cares. It's the world, and different shows that they represent. This game has never been opened before, so I'm not entirely sure how we're supposed to play it. So there are some passports here. I'm sure that has something to do with this game. There's a checklist here. Also, I'm sure it has something to do with the game. There's cards here that say live on it. I'm sure they also have something to do with the game. So let's dive into this for a second. The board is the world, because CNN is the world. King. You have different shows that are presented on CNN. You got Moneyline, Newsday, Larry King Live, CNN Late Edition, Evans and Novak, CNN Newsroom. So the object of the game is that you're a CNN correspondent, and it's your job to move around the board to different cities to report on happenings in various areas around the world. And the very center of the world, the beginning and end of this game begins and ends in Atlanta, Georgia. I need to find another game board, some sort of game out there that involves Atlanta in some sort of way. Maybe Coca-Cola has a board game. They're there. But Atlanta? Sounds good. You play as an aeroplane, flying from one amazing destination to another. In your dice, you roll it, and it tells you to go places and say stuff about CNN and how great it is and how much news you should be having. Congratulations. So, let's say I land on this space here. It says CNN on it, so I have to pick a card here, and much like Trivial Pursuit, you have to answer news about the age and the day. Since CNN has been around for such a long time, and this game board basically kind of helped people know it was around, a lot of the news in here is very old, and most people aren't going to know it. It's almost like taking a Trivial Pursuit from the 1980s, and anybody that was born in the 90s really isn't going to know what the fuck is going on. Okay, on June 1st, 1980, CNN interrupted its very first commercial with a live update on the attempted assassination of what civil rights leader? And if you answered Vernon Jordan, you would be correct and you could move another spot. So you go from city to city, from country to country, until you end up back in Atlanta. News. I think you put stuff in the passports. And you put stuff in the other things. I don't know why this exists. I think it was probably just so Mr. Turner could have another pillar of, my goodness, how great am I, under his name. Because he's worth a lot of money. He's reportedly kind of powerful. There's a lot of big T's around Montana and Colorado on mountains. That just means that he owns those mountains. And the more that this is in front of me, the more I just don't care. I don't. I had many witty things to say about CNN the game. And I honestly don't want to spend too much more time on it. It's a fucking news network. It's board game. Look at it go. The planes, look at how great they fly. You know what? If you're an aspiring reporter and you're looking for a board game to help you on your fucking way, then maybe you should have backtracked just a little bit and focused, I don't know, on writing our investigative works. But this is more of a, oh my goodness, this is my network, and these are how many shows I have on it. How good are you going to look for the camera? Because that's not reporting. Alright, people? It's not. Just that many of these news organizations are nothing more than overinflated, bloated bullshit machines meant to make you confused, scared, and paranoid. Because they have all the answers. Ugh. Fuck this game. I've lost the will to care again. Thank you once again, board game gods, whoever you might be, whatever little boardroom you're in right now, trying to figure out what new thing to confuse me with. This time it just so happened to be CNN the board game. Hey everybody, look at me, I'm a TV network. You know what? Go to Twitter. Follow us on there because there's a lot of things happening on Twitter every day, and a lot of people are enjoying what's happening. We post a lot of stuff about board games that we have and board games we want. And go to Facebook. You'll be able to see pictures of all of these board games that we put up on these videos, even if we throw them thusly to the background.